Glenn Maxwell has been called into Australia's squad as batting cover after Aaron Finch was ruled out of the fourth Gillette ODI due to a minor hamstring injury.
Maxwell has been added to the squad as cover only and is unlikely to play in the match on Friday, but will fly to Adelaide tonight ahead of the Australia Day clash.
At this stage, Maxwell remains available for Melbourne Stars' final match of the KFC Barrel season at the McGee on Saturday. Finch will be assessed ahead of the fifth ODI in Perth on Sunday.
Maxwell had been a shock omission from Australia's squad for the series, with his non-selection followed by a comment from skipper Steve Smith that the Victorian needed to train smarter in order to improve his one-day cricket.
While the right-hander's ODI form had dwindled in recent games, he's been in good form both for Victoria in the JLT Sheffield Shield and with the Stars in the Barrel. I was extremely disappointed not to be in that one-day side, but I completely understood the reasoning from selectors, Trevor Hans, that my last 20 ODIs haven't been good enough, Maxwell told Cricket.com.au earlier this month.
That was the phone call I received.
You can't really say too much to that.
Maxwell working to change perceptions.
I'm sure there's other stats that probably say that maybe I was a little bit stiff, but there's stats that say it was my time to be left out.
I can't do too much about it now. Maxwell had been dropped on the recent one-day tour of India after an extended run drought, where he'd scored just 2 half-centuries from 18 innings.
Speaking earlier this week, he said he didn't get the chance in that series to display the confidence and maturity he gained from his breakthrough Test century in India earlier in the year.
I feel like I've changed a little bit over the last period of time, where I'm able to work my way through situations instead of go ahead and blast it, he said.
Looking back at the India ODIs, last September, I didn't have the chance to show that. The first, rain-reduced, game turned out to be a T20 and I came in and we needed 13 and over. The game before I got dropped I was sent in with 6 overs to go.
It wasn't exactly time to rebuild and work through an innings. I feel confident about my game at the moment.
I'm hitting the ball well, I'm working my way through situations a lot better and I'm picking my areas a lot smarter.
Having been dropped from the Test side ahead of the Magellan Ashes, Maxwell was this week overlooked for the Qantas Test Tour of South Africa and instead picked in the T20 side for next month's Tri-Series against England and New Zealand.
Finch's absence for the match in Adelaide will likely lead to the return to the 11th of South Australian Travis Head, who was dropped for the third game in Sydney.
Head and David Warner shared a record-breaking opening stand in the Australia Day clash last year and could resume that partnership exactly 12 months later.
The form of Finch has been a rare bright spot for the Australians in what has been a horror series so far, with England holding an unbeatable 3-0 lead in the 5-match series. The right-hander scored centuries in each of the first 2 games and top scored again in Sunday's loss in Sydney.